Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Reverse 1999 Showdown in Chinatown. And this will be the last video of this event story. Yeah. So, there are 22. I'm looking at 22 parts to Showdown in Chinatown. Which means today, if we wanted to finish it, today we'd have to get through 7 parts. Now, I have done the impossible before, but I don't think I've done the impossible that much before. all the big parts are like near the end. I don't think we have any sort of like 20-minute parts until we get to like part 18. But we're gonna try our best to get through as much as we can of Showdown in Chinatown. So then, because I want to get on to the next event story that's coming in the next update, because I really want the next update. The next update is very fucking cool. So we're gonna go as quick as we can through this, and let's get straight into it. We're gonna go to the hospital room and see how Poitier is doing. Let's put the volume a bit up. Part 15. This just in. Oh, we're getting news.
Tall officer, are you up? I got you guys Chinese food. You must be hungry.
No, I love some good Chinese food. The two officers are both staring intently at the television screen. The paper cups in their hands are crumbled tight. Oh shit, something's not good. What happened? Oh shit!
20 suspects in the holding cell were injured. Most were found unconscious at the scene and are now in critical condition at the hospital. The victims include arcane black market dealer Castor and Chicago gang leader Jason the Coyote, both of whom have since been acquitted of their crimes.
Behind the reporter, thick black smoke billows from the scene of a car accident. Flames lick at the oil spilled at the road, sending waves of searing heat into the air.
Cameras out of the way! Out of the way! The ambulance needs to come through! We need banana bags stat!
Banana bags?
Go into shock!
What the hell is banana bags?
It burns! Help! Help! Whoever you are who did this, just wait and see! I'll tear you apart, you asshole!
Medical personnel shove past the journalist as they hurry over with a stretcher. Her cursing and wailing of the deranged man behind the reporter echoes in the background, sends a chill down their spines.
The fire is speculated to have been started by a victim of a night piercer attack who displayed signs of mental instability. At the same time, similar incidents have occurred at the Lieber Street Detention Center and the Chinatown Police Station.
Oh, Chinatown Police
Situations
Station.
at both sites are similarly concerning.
Oh shit.
It has been reported that the Division of Arcane Affairs is considering the potential connections between these incidents. The mysterious figure behind the unresolved night piercer attacks remains their top suspect. As with the previous attacks attributed to the night piercer, the victims of these incidents are once again notorious criminals with extensive records. However, in light of the night piercer's escalating criminal activities, support for the figure is dwindling as concerns for safety rise. In response to ongoing skepticism regarding the lack of resolution of the night piercer case, Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs stated during the press conference that...
Oh, well that's it then. Poitier slams the power button on the remote before flicking it aside. She yanks the IV needle from her hand and grabs her uniform from the bedside.
Fuck, I pass out for half a day and Chi Xing's already turned the city into her personal playground? Grab your stuff, rookie. We're hitting the road. Gotta find this bitch before she kills someone.
Hell yeah.
What? Your feet stuck to the floor or something?
Poitier stops only when she notices Liang still sitting motionless. Liang purses her lips, struggling to speak under Poitier's spectacle gaze.
Deputy Chief Eldon took us off the case. It was an official
That is
order.
true. We are technically off the case, even though we have been investigating. Because Foundation... Yes. A few hours earlier, the LA office for the Division of Arcane Affairs fell into an eerie silence.
Early this morning, Constance Scott, a staff member of the Foundation's Arcanum Containment Department, was assaulted during an illegal arcane object trade. She's still in critical condition. Forensic Services has confirmed
Oh my
that
gosh,
the
she's
arcane
29?
skill traces found at the scene
I'm
of
so
the
sorry.
attack matched those left by the suspect in the ongoing Nightpiercer case. Thanks to Noir and our Vigils cadet Liang Yue, who are both at the scene of the attack, we've been able to confirm the identity of the Nightpiercer. Name's Qi Xing, a 29-year-old former movie actress from Hong Kong. She played the lead role in the Detective CO7 series, where she gained a reasonable amount of fame.
Where she gained a reasonable amount of fame. Okay.
She was in a few more movies after that, but no big hits. She officially retired from acting a few years ago.
How much? Movies take a while to make. She must have been in the early 20s.
The
Okay.
BAU's come to the conclusion that she's confused herself with her movie character, possibly a result of a mental imbalance caused by the setbacks in her career. She thinks she's the real-life CO7, the hero who fights evil and cares for the weak. In short, we have a vigilante on our hands.
Mm-hmm. Scott.
Thanks to a minor mistake from the Foundation's Arcanum Containment Department, we also have a dangerous arcane item. A cursed film reel called Reunion of the Three Swallows, somewhere in the city. Liang has confirmed that
Constance
Constance Scott,
Huh?
a staff member who was assaulted by Qi Xing yesterday, is the perpetrator of the theft.
Constance Scott.
As you're all aware, there's been an explosion in mental disorders in Chinatown. We now know that their source is the cursed film reel. It's currently in Qi Xing's possession, which makes her even more dangerous. Having learned about the history behind this arcane film, we have reason to believe that obtaining it was one of her motives. Since the film's been in her possession, there have been multiple assaults around the city, all matching the patterns of the Nightpiercer. But there's one key difference. This time, the victims all showed the same mental disorder as the victims of the film. We believe that the suspect is able to control the film's power to some extent, and she's using it to commit escalating crimes at a much higher frequency. We need to act before the situation gets out of control. Reinforcements from the Foundation and the Vigils Bureau are already on the way. We will do whatever we can to protect our city before they arrive.
He pauses for a moment as he sweeps his gaze over the officers before him.
James, Carter, I'm putting you on the case. You'll be taking direct orders from me. The rest of you, stick to your posts.
Excuse me, Deputy Chief Alden. I need to ask you something.
I already know what it is.
Before Liang can speak, Alden cuts her off. His tone is calmer than she expected.
You and Poitier saw that something was going on in Chinatown and started an investigation yourselves. You found the culprit behind the ACD theft and stopped an assault that could have ended much worse. You've done a great job.
Ah. But then his tone shifts.
But there's one key thing you failed to do. You had a chance to apprehend the Nightpiercer right then and there, but somehow she slipped through your fingers.
Well, that's because Liang was going through her childhood trauma, okay? Let her go through her childhood trauma, it's fine.
According to your report and the witnesses' statements, you failed to summon your legendary beast when you confronted the suspect. As a result, not only did the suspect get away, but your partner sustained an avoidable injury. I need my best, most reliable officers on this case.
Fair enough. After a brief pause, he delivers his final verdict.
Sorry, Liang, but you don't make the cut. The two of you will be excluded from the operation.
That ain't gonna stop us. Let's be honest here, that ain't gonna stop us. We're still going
This is
into
bullshit.
this.
He can't cut us out. This is our case. No, we are doing this.
Calm down, Miss Putty. Even if you feel fine, the doctor said you had to stay in bed for at least a few days.
Mrs. Potty, that's cute. That's cute.
The name's Poitier, and I'm fine, okay? Stop trying to...
Good girl? Yeah. Yeah, you ain't good girl. You need to sit back down. Facts speak louder than words. Liang gently leads Poitier back down onto the bed. This time, Poitier doesn't resist.
Damn it. So what went wrong? How come your friend, Tang Leng was it, didn't show up?
Qiang Liang must have sensed my hesitation and refused my summon. You see, if its master can overcome their selfish desires with an unwavering heart, it can turn on them. Father used to warn me about it, but that won't happen again. I promise.
Mm-hmm. I believe in you. I believe in you. Boitier narrows her eyes as she studies Liang for a moment.
If you say so. What are you gonna do now?
Liang takes a deep breath.
I'll continue with the investigation. I need to find Qixing. What? But that angry grandpa already pulled you off the case. I have to do this.
What for? Because of your duty to fight evil as the master of Xiangliang?
Boitier furrows her brow, but to her surprise, Liang shakes her head.
I've always had two things guiding me. My duty as a member of the Liang family, and the spirit of CO7. And now, Qian Liang has ignored my summon, and Qixing has turned out to be anything but a hero. They were once the beacons of my life, but not anymore. This could be a setback, yes. Or it could be an opportunity.
Look at my girl growing. This character growth here.
For the first time in my life, I can think about what I really want without having to consider anything else.
After a brief moment of surprise, Poitier lets out a laugh.
You know what, Rookie? It always grinds my gears when you talk about your duty and all that stuff. But what you're saying now, I like it.
Aren't you going to stop me?
Why would I? It's our case, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with doing our job. If Eldon bitches about it, just tell him you bumped into the crook when you were strolling around the city.
Seriously?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, is there? So what's the game plan, huh? What are you gonna do?
That's the true question, isn't it? We don't know what we're gonna do exactly.
This scene again? They must have done a dozen takes already, right?
Yeah, I'm no movie expert, but even I can tell the actor's nervous as hell.
Of course he is. Anyone would be nervous if they knew a wanted criminal could show up at any time and mess you up with Arcanum. Eldon tried to keep the details of the case a secret, but that director from Hong Kong told her crew about it as soon as she came back.
Well, yeah, she's personally involved. Two uniformed figures stand in a narrow alley in Chinatown. They came to protect the potential target of an attack, Noir, but were politely turned away on the grounds of disrupting filming. Now they can only confirm the situation inside the set by peering through the slightly ajar door.
I mean, I guess they have the right to know. And to run. Half of the extras got the hell out as fast as they could. And look at the other half. They're too nervous to work.
I know. Hey, that's the Vigil's cadet, isn't it? What's she doing here?
Hello. Little nod. Hello, we want to see Noir. Hi, Noir.
The officers said you're here to help, is that right? Excellent. We could really use a hand right now. Come, let's get you in costume.
Noir greets her guests with her usual amiable smile. Having reached an agreement with Liang to cooperate in an arrest, Noir has not been charged for her illegal trading of the arcane object. After being released from custody this morning, she immediately returned to filming. What a true director this woman is.
I'm more than happy to help. But first, I have something important to ask you.
Noir pauses.
Right to the point this time. I see.
I don't think there's any need to tiptoe around each other anymore. Could you answer me directly this time? What happened between you, Qixing, and He Rizhun, the creator of Reunion of the Three Swallows? How did she die? Why do you and Miss Qixing both want that film? And why is she doing this?
Noir looks at Liang, her usual smile fading slightly.
What do you plan to do with my answers?
There's a plane going ahead.
To Qixin, I'm probably just another fan. But to me, she and her character means something. I need to know why. I have to arrest her and find out the truth. Maybe I can still fix things, but Miss Noah, I need your help if I'm going to do it.
This time Liang says exactly what she's thinking. She holds her breath as she waits. Noir's response.
You mean you want to know more about her? To
Mm-hmm.
peek behind the scenes, learn what really happened behind all the movie magic. I told you it's not a good idea. We create works not just to express ourselves, but to entertain. And when we release them to the public, we open ourselves to all kinds of commentary, whether they be sweet or bitter. But the people behind the characters, behind the production, they are not for entertainment. Their lives are not fiction.
Is that a no?
I haven't finished.
She raises an eyebrow, a hint of mischief growing behind her smile.
Though I don't advocate trying to cross the line between on and off screen, if we cast aside your relationship as fan and actress and treat you simply as individuals, saying, I want to know more about you sounds rather beautiful. It's touching, really. I'll answer your questions, Miss Liang. Follow me.
Okay. We already know I love Noir. We already knew this. To continue, but I fucking love this character. I fucking love Noir. Damn, I really love Noir. Noir's just great. We're going on a little detour. We're going on a little detour at the moment. I am. I'm going on a little detour moment because I want to get stuff if I want to gacha for a bit. And then we'll go into the next part. Oh my god. How dare you. And so I have my cat Cassie at the bottom of my bed, and the noises this kitty makes, she is so noisy. She is so noisy. Anyways, gacha. I want a gacha for you and for you.
Y'all want some fries, burgers, or apple mark?
I think that's... I don't think that's a good one. Yeah. Charlie!
The troopers are here! Get out of...
Charlie! Oh. That wasn't it as well. Yeah. Ugh.
Greetings to you, fair lady.
No,
May I
fuck
present
off.
Y'all want some fries, burgers, or apple mark?
Greetings, madam.
My luck is
I'm
so
here.
fucking bad, Jesus. Back to it again. Let's go. Part 16, Before the Spotlight. Time to get our background story, guys. Time to get...
Our story began 11 years ago. Life was tough, as it is for all young artists.
I'm gonna put my curtain down so I can get, like, the true atmosphere here. Okay? I'm listening to you, Noir. I'm here for it.
But, like the beginning of many stories, there was a kind of beauty in it.
I'm here for the lore, guys. I'm here for the lore. Tell me your story. Guangfu
但一
Restaurant.
新浪潮導演處女作亮相，胡桃雖然底子極佳，但由於大膽創新過度，導致內容詭異顛。
Oh my god, young Noir! Oh my god! The band and the hair.
即使業內有讚，但大眾實在難以欣賞，最終票房慘淡收場，實屬糊塗。 我仲有咩好講啊？冇 taste 就係冇 taste。
Oh, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. She casually tosses a newspaper onto the table, a loud thud drawing surprised glances from the nearby diners.
OK， 要叫好又叫座，有時係要妥協嘅。但係問題係我一向最唔擅長，亦都最唔中意妥協咯。Nora？ 係咪 Nora？
Who's this?
估唔到會咁啱喺度見到你。
Oh.
見返你真係好開心啊
This is the lady. This is the lady. Oh shit, this is the lady.
你係 Teresa？ 你點解喺度嘅？你幾時返香港㗎 ？Teresa, or as you know her by 何日君, was a dear friend of mine, the scriptwriter of Detective CO7 and the creator of the cursed film Reunion of the Three Swallows.
Oh.
This is a pretty good script. Interesting. Teresa and I met while we were studying abroad at the Film Academy. We took the same scriptwriting class. We didn't talk much at first. She always sat in the corner on her own. I only got to know her after our teacher showed a script to the class as an example of excellent work. The writer's name, Teresa. Her stories could strike a balance between the details and the big picture. They were engaging, light-hearted, and warm. So, in that moment, when we met again at the restaurant, I realized she was the one I'd been looking for. At that time, she was an editor at a small press. I invited her to join my studio, and 3 months later, she put the first edition of Detective CO7 on my table. So, 你覺得點啊？你覺得邊度唔夠好嘅話，我都可以改啊。我諗緊主角要揀邊個？啊？哦，你個劇本寫得好好，比我想象中仲要好。我哋就用你個劇本。So we had the script, but we couldn't decide who would play the heroine. We held endless auditions, even considered some famous actresses, but none of them fit until that night.
And then you met her.
頭先嗰幾個你覺得點啊？我覺得最後嗰個好似都 OK。唔得，佢唔夠 sharp。你都睇得出㗎。既然睇得出，就唔好焗住自己揀。我唔想將就。但係，萬一現實生活裏面根本唔存在呢個完全符合我哋想象嘅完美人選呢？萬一佢咁，我就會一直揾，直到喺現實世界揾到為止。
哎呀，你喐手腳做咩啊？
我就係喐手喐腳啊！點啊？死鹹豬手，啲動作唔快啲啦！
What?
你睇住嚟啊！我唔會放過你㗎。
After throwing out a few uninspired threats, the hooligans flee in disgrace. Behind the door, a worried face peeks out.
哎呀，大鑊啦！今次嗰兩個古惑仔附近出晒名，佢哋肯定會翻嚟報仇㗎。我知你睇唔慣佢哋對個靚女鹹豬手，但係人哋都唔出聲啦，你嬲咩啫？你咁搞法之後，我點做生意啊？唉，今鋪真係俾你累死啊，阿星！
得啦，事頭，我走。佢哋再嚟就叫佢哋嚟揾我。
Oh wow, hello.
嗱，鋪頭鎖匙，你記得早啲嚟開門啊，唔係啲熟客等到戇居居。
阿星，你，哎呀！
The restaurant owner resigns to taking the key in silence. Without a backward glance, the girl steps down from the door, only to be quickly stopped.
睇嚟你啱啱失業喎。邊位啊？關你咩事啊？我有份工介紹俾你，你對做戲有冇興趣啊？
And that's how it all started.
Ah Sing was surprised when I made the offer. She said she needed to think about it. So Teresa gave her a copy of the script. The next day, she knocked on our door and took the offer. Later, we learned that Ah Sing was born into a poor family. Her father was in prison, and her mother had mental issues. She'd been the breadwinner for the family since she was a kid. Her father's reputation would often get her into trouble. So usually, she was either on the way to a job or to a fight.
As memories surface, Noir lets out a sentimental smile.
The CO7 you saw always had a confident smile on her face. But in actual fact, Ah Sing almost never smiled at the beginning. An actor should learn to commit to the moment in front of the camera and come back to reality behind it. But Ah Sing didn't. She didn't come back to reality. She's never once stopped playing the role of CO7 since then. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She started to smile the way CO7 smiled. She went from brash and reckless to sly and methodical, just like CO7. The deputy chief and the BAU made a mistake. Ah Sing has not confused herself with her character. After all these years in the movie industry, I've seen a lot of actors get carried away by the glitz and glamour of their characters. But Ah Sing is different. She values CO7 even more than herself. So much so that, ultimately, it eclipsed her own consciousness. Miss Liang, you asked me which rumors about CO7 and the three of us were true. Now I can give you an answer. Most of them were.
Noir maneuvers her wheelchair to the desk, pulls out a file from the bottom drawer, and hands it to Liang. The file is heavy. Liang opens it to find an aged photograph.
Is this...
Oh, that's so cute! Oh! That's actually so cute. It's all three of them. And they got a real reward. Oh. Three women pose together. Their identities are obvious.
We drew a lot of attention after the release of CO7. Put a magnifying glass up to anyone, and you'll always find imperfections. We were no exception. Ah Sing was as stubborn and uncompromising as I was. When we disagreed, it would blow up into a huge argument, neither one of us giving in to the other. Poor Teresa was always caught in the middle. I was too young, too bullheaded, to realize the consequences that this might cause. I tore a path forward, often ignoring the people around me. Teresa, on the other hand, was kind-hearted, perhaps too much so. She never got angry, no matter what people said. She just bottled it up inside and let it eat away at her.
Noir gazes at the smiling faces in the photo, her expression tinged with nostalgia and the faintest hint of sorrow.
She didn't like taking photos. She was self-conscious about her appearance, so we only have a few together. This one was taken when we were shooting CO7 too. We were so close back then. Of course, we knew we'd have to part ways eventually, but we didn't concern ourselves with that. Even then, our shortcomings had started to hurt our relationship. But by the time we realized it, the damage had been done. 唔得，呢個結局太離譜啦！司令真。When we were making CO7-3, Ah Sing was up in arms about the ending. In the sequence, CO7 tracks a criminal through a Shehua parade, hoping to finish him off herself. But when she finds him sitting at home with his family, she changes her mind. Ah-Seng didn't like it. She said that CO7 would punish the villain for what he's done, that she would never change her mind. We had countless arguments over this ending, and of course, we never reached a conclusion. 得啦得啦，到此為止。我哋咁嘈落去都冇意義。我有個提議。So I cheated. Were I in the same position now, I'd solve the problem more delicately. But I was a jerk back then. The only thing that mattered was the movie. I couldn't care less about what people thought, including my heroine. I asked Teresa to write an alternative ending, and told Ah-Seng that we'd shoot both endings and pick the better one together. She agreed.
But you didn't keep your word. You released the movie with the original ending.
It turned out to be very popular, but Ah-Seng saw it as a betrayal. At the premiere,
Oh, what a lie.
she announced she was quitting the new art company that the three of us had founded together. I didn't stop her. Teresa tried to mend our relationship, like she always did. 我寫咗個新劇本，唔係407續作，係全新嘅故仔啊！如果你哋覺得有意思嘅話，我哋下一部戲可以拍佢啊！我自己拍咗部片花，雖然好簡單，可能拍得唔係幾好，但係可以嘅話，我哋一齊睇啊！
Oh, she's so genuine and nice.
It was her proof of concept for a reunion of the Three Swallows. I knew Teresa had always wanted to put an end to the CO7 series and write something she was really passionate about. Perhaps she thought a new story would help Ah-Seng move away from CO7 and become herself again. Unfortunately, when she came to show us the script, Ah-Seng and I were in the middle of a fight. 唔使啦，我唔會再同你哋拍戲。Ah-Seng，等陣啊！ Ah-Seng had always been kind to Teresa, but on that day, she pushed her out of the doorway and stormed off. While well, as I said, I was a jerk. I flipped through her script, and a flurry of harsh words left my mouth.
Oh god, no.
點解仲係上次嗰個類型㗎？我咪講咗咯，呢種故事唔啱你寫啊！
The script, along with the reel, is shoved back into Heirijan's hands without a second glance.
In the end, neither Ah-Seng nor I cared enough to watch Teresa's sizzle reel, even though she tried so hard to present it to us. That was the last time we saw Teresa.
That fire.
Yes, that's why I'd pay any price to get that film. Her script was burned to ashes in the fire. I need to know what story she was trying to tell. I suppose Ah-Seng feels the same.
Noir gestures towards the file.
This is what you wanted to see last time you and your officer friend visited me.
You mean the threatening letter?
It's not a letter, actually.
Yang sets down the photo and pulls out the remaining contents of the file. It's an aged script, its cover yellowed by time. As she flips through, familiar lines of dialogue meet her eyes. In an instant, she understands the significance of what she's holding.
It's the script of Detective 071.
The original. The one Teresa handed to Ah-Seng all those years ago.
Yang never imagined that one day she would be holding the origin of the very film that inspired her as a child. There is no doubt Jing must have returned it to Noir. But why? What does this mean? She continues to flip through until her fingers meet an object tucked between the pages.
Is this a poster of the Shehua parade? Oh, right. It's almost time for the Dushu festival. With everything going on these days, I almost forgot.
Liang's expression suddenly shifts.
Wait, is Miss Qixing going to...
Your guess is as good as mine.
They exchange a glance, then both turn their gaze to the image of the Shuho parade printed on the poster in front of them. Cassie, you're sneezing. You're ruining the atmosphere. Cassie, there's an atmosphere. You're ruining it. Oh, God. Part 17. Let's effing go. Let's effing go. Part 17. Watchers, Protectors, Defenders.
Wow! Look at all these people! Oh, we should have come earlier. I can hardly see a thing from here.
Oh, it's the festival! Oh, it's so fucking cute. That's so fucking cute. I love it.
And whose fault is that? You are the one who took ages to get ready. Anyway, at least we haven't missed much. Looks like it just started. I heard there's a new event this year. I wonder what it is.
Not an event. A film crew is shooting a scene during the parade. Apparently, they already talked to Mr. Shao and said they wouldn't cause any trouble. Let's go check it out. Maybe we can get into one of the shots.
This is the busiest time of year in Chinatown. The streets are filled to the brim. But for those with keen eyes, some outliers can be spotted among the crowd.
This is C2. All clear.
Copy. Group C, all clear. No sign of target. All units, stay in position.
We're finally at the finale of this chapter by the sounds of it.
Wonder how the Vigil Girl and Eldon are doing.
Having ended the transmission, the officer glances towards a Chinese restaurant at the street corner. Despite the boasting crowd, the sign on its doors reads closed.
Do I really have to go outside like this?
Yes, it's disguise. Shut the fuck up. Deputy Chief Alden stands awkwardly in front of the mirror as he stares at the brightly colored traditional outfit he's adorned in. The man across from him sneers, shattering his last shred of hope to be saved from it.
No, you need to paint your face too. I'm not gonna let you join the parade looking like a weirdo.
I like this man.
You're the one who said that the parade needed guards in case there was an attack. Have you changed your mind? I'd be more than happy to kick you out here. Sorry, but your profiling and a BAU report seemed like a load of crap to me. If someone does attack the parade, I'm sure we can handle it ourselves.
Listen, I won't pretend to understand the meaning behind all this. But what I do understand is that this is one of the most important events of the year for the people of Chinatown. The target could strike at any time, so we need to be prepared. No one wants to see a celebration turn into a nightmare.
Why didn't you say that to your men? They are the ones who've ignored the Chinatown all this time. What a hypocrite.
He glares at the officers with a clear distrust in his eyes, but before tensions can rise anymore, the girl beside him cuts in with a smile.
Aiyah, Uncle Zhao, today's our big day. That sour face of yours is gonna scare this guy straight off.
Ah, Ananli. Hello.
Leave the past in the past lah. They are doing this for the right reasons. What we've got to lose.
This is my first time seeing her in any event story because I missed the event story that she first appears in. I missed that completely. Because of course I was new to the game. I didn't know event stories were happening. I was doing the main story. So I completely missed the event story that included her completely. So this is my first time being properly introduced to her. Yeah, I put her quite low on my tier list. I did because I know nothing about her and I don't really care for her because of that. So this is good. This is good. I'm re-meeting characters that I completely skipped over.
Besides, we could really use a hand right now. They can make up for our manpower shortage. Now, give me a big smile lah, before your long face scares off our good fortune.
Who's her VA? I love the voice.
Hey, you. Oh, with a sweet talker, aren't you, eh?
He huffs and glares, but eventually waves it off.
Fine. But you've got to look the part if you're gonna be in the parade. I don't care what your mission is. Oh, you, Blondie! Tighten your belt, or your pants will fall down when you dance. And the big guy over there, the lining should be under your coat.
The famed Chinatown investigator yells corrections to the officers as they do their best to don the traditional attire. His tone is sharp but surprisingly patient. Seeing his old friend, much mellowed from before, Alden removes his garish headpiece and turns to Anon.
Thanks for all your help, Miss Lee. We never would have been able to join the parade unnoticed if you hadn't persuaded the residents to cooperate with us.
You are welcome lah, sir. Even though I only came here a few months ago, I've already gotten pretty close to the residents. So, it was pretty easy to convince everyone. Don't worry about it lah. Besides, the Shehuo parade is for everyone, whether they're here to watch or dance. We are always happy to have more people join the celebration. Uncle Zhou might be a little stubborn, but you know gala, that's just what he's like. Don't take it personally.
She turns her head, gesturing towards a few unfamiliar faces at the other end of the restaurant.
These guys are arcane detectives and influential people around Chinatown. I told them to all keep an eye out too. There's a saying in Hong Kong, as stupid as the god of longevity who hangs himself. That will be Night Piercer if she comes anywhere near Chinatown.
Alden nods before gently shaking his head with a complex expression.
I know everyone here will be grateful if Night Piercer doesn't show up, but then we'll still have a dangerous criminal with an equally dangerous arcane item on the loose. Nothing's more dangerous than an unexploded bomb. I want to eliminate the threat once and for all. The question is, will she come? Was the little vigil right?
Little visual. How tall is Liang? She's probably, yeah. Late last night, Liang knocked on Alden's office door. She had returned from her morning rejection with renewed determination.
The Shehuo parade, sir.
At that time, the Division of Arcane Affairs was still brightly lit, with most officers racking their brains to track down Xi Jing without success. That was when Liang had stormed in with her important collaborator, ignoring the puzzled glances from her colleagues, and slammed a thick stack of reports onto his desk.
Miss Noah isn't like any of Qixing's previous targets. She's much more important. Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended Detective CO73. That's her motive. The ending consists of two major elements, the Shehuo parade and the villain who should have been punished. She now sees Noah as that villain, and she's going to attack her at the coming Shehuo parade. That will be our chance to arrest her.
The Shehuo parade? Do you have any idea what you're suggesting?
The sheer thickness of the report is intimidating. Alden skims through it before casting a questioning look at the unexpected visitor Liang had dragged in. The visitor nods.
Don't worry, sir. I'd be happy to cooperate. As bait.
The way she said that, oh my god. We're getting to the big things. We're getting to the big showdown.
Come. I promise.
The sound of the back door opening breaks Alden's thoughts. He looks up to see Poitier pushing Noir's wheelchair aside, Loggerhead following closely behind.
As far as I can remember, she's never been late to anything.
Phew, why aren't you dressed up? I've been looking forward to it all day.
Wow, so many people. I'll make sure I capture some great memories of this.
No. Noir remains her usual unruffled self, while Poitier teases her colleagues, and Loggerhead eagerly looks around. Alden sighs and rubs his forehead.
I understand that the festival atmosphere is exciting. But you ladies need to remember that we're not here to celebrate. There's a tough fight ahead of us. Poitier, you sure you're healed up?
Of course, Chief. You've approved my participation in this operation. It's too late to take it back now.
Jesse. Eldon looks her over. Clearly she's alive and well, but he still carries concern on his face. Eventually he sighs and nods.
What about Miss Latham? You've been proven innocent, and I heard the Foundation told you to await orders. There's no reason for you to be here.
Eldon's words draw everyone's attention to Loggerhead. Her head twitches slightly.
Yeah, but it'd be weird to stay in my room alone when everyone's out here. Don't you think? Anyway, I'm waiting for Scott to wake up from her coma. I want to ask her why she stole from the Foundation and pinned it on me. I need to know what she thinks about me and our friendship.
Oh, it's okay, Loggerhead.
If I let you guys do all the work while I just wait in my room, I won't be able to question her without feeling insecure. I know I might not be all that helpful, but I'll do everything I can.
The camera lens almost seems to flash with something resembling a plea.
Miss Latham's being modest. As a staff member of the Arcanum Containment Department, she knows how to deal with that Finryu better than any of us. She may forget things, but she still has a wealth of knowledge. Her experience might just make the difference between failure and success.
You are backing my girl Loggerhead up, hell yeah.
Alright, you've got a point. Miss Latham, thanks for lending us your expertise.
Eldon finally nods. Loggerhead lightens up.
Great! Just leave it to me. I can deal with the film. I've rewatched all my related memories, so I remember every detail, even down to the scratches on its surface.
With Loggerhead officially permitted to join, the final member of the operation team is the last to arrive.
There you are.
Ah! She's gorgeous!
Everyone was gone when I left the changing room. I thought something was... What's wrong?
Isn't she pretty?
Wow, the costume fits you so well. Fancy, whoa. It doesn't even look like a costume. Much fancier than that. You are like the best parade dancer I've ever seen. There's no way the Night Piercer will spot you. Look at her, Uncle Zhou. So cool, huh?
The Chinatown investigator scrutinizes Liang from head to toe before letting out a driver's snort.
Is that the Liang's family ritual dress? Let me see. Good. You're wearing it right. Nice to know that at least some kids remember their traditions. You better not dishonor your family wearing this, kid.
My thoughts exactly. Everything's in place. You sure you can perform this time, Vigil? I don't want a repeat of last time.
She can do it.
The alley
I
out back's
believe.
empty. Show us what you got.
He gestures to the officers, motioning them to line up before Liang. Each officer stands tall and imposing, forming what feels like a solid wall before Liang, refusing to shy away. She squares her soldiers and meets their gazes head on.
Yes, sir. I will prove myself to you.
Okay, we're having a bit of a training session then beforehand. What are we doing? Are we going to kill them? Defeat all enemies. Clear with the I guess still. You know what? We're gonna keep OG team. We're gonna keep the OG team here.
Get moving!
I like OG team. I didn't bring any tissues, princess, so if you start crying, you'll have to wipe your nose on your new uniform. Alright, let's see if I'm up against a powerless little girl or a real challenger. Understood, Star. I will go easy on you. No, I don't think that's what he's asking for. Oh my god, I just realized Poitier's there. Oh my god, so cute. Oh, she's a healer. Poitier's a healer.
Anyone feeling cold? Pull out.
Sorry, Poitier. I love you.
Don't let go.
Hey! Where's the party? Come on, this is the one punch.
This is the one punch. Sorry, Cassie.
The story begins with a battle dog. He did this first. Did that at last.
Oh, I got a good amount of damage. I'm happy with that. Modern team. Alright, stop. Or at least I acknowledge you now. Not bad. Good, looks like she wasn't just all talk. Sorry, I did my best to restrain myself. Whew, if this had kept up, we'd have been exhausted before the real suspect even showed up.
A fair game.
Great job, everyone, great job. After several rounds of trials, Liang remained standing, her expression firm and determined, her gaze burning with resolve. Satisfied, Alden nods.
Looks like I've got nothing to worry about. You ready, kid?
He rolls up his sleeve and checks the time on his watch.
Parade's starting soon. I'll go get dressed. The rest of you...
I need to talk to Miss Liang. Could you give us a moment?
Don't be late.
Poitier glances at them before following the others back inside. The alley suddenly feels empty. Liang waits quietly for Noir to speak, but she never does. She simply stares at the distant lights as if the revelry and noise belonged to another world. Eventually, Liang can wait no longer.
Why me, Miss Noah?
Great job, everyone. Great job. Woo! We have like 5 or 4 more parts to get through. Yeah, we have 5 more parts to get through, and the next couple are like 20-minuters. They're like proper big parts. I guess all we can do is crack on, shall we? Part 18, The Law of Causation. The cheers and laughter of the Shuhao parade echoes through the alley, muffled and distant.
You could have just told Eldon about what happened between the 3 of you. You could have shown him the threatening letter. Maybe then he wouldn't have made the order to shoot the target if necessary. Yes, Miss Qixing has committed multiple assaults, but she hasn't killed anyone. I don't think she deserves to die. So, as I promised, I will do my best to catch her alive. That being said, if...
She takes a deep breath.
If drastic measures have to be taken, I will not hesitate.
Liang's final words are anything but polite. She holds her breath as she awaits Noir's response. After a brief silence, Noir speaks.
Ah Sing was a good actress.
Liang anticipated all kinds of responses from Noir, but not this one.
Huh?
Yes. She was a skilled martial artist with remarkable control over her arcane skill. But that's not what makes a successful actress. Before we'd even start shooting, she'd have everything memorized. Her lines, her movements, even the details of her expression. She'd take as many shots as were necessary to get the scene right. As you know, I was a perfectionist. always taking it too far. Many of my crew quit halfway through my projects. Even Teresa struggled sometimes. She told me more than once that she couldn't do it anymore. Only Ah-Seng could keep up with my pace. In fact, she'd often be a few steps ahead because she shared my vision. That drive for something better, no matter the cost. She was a good actress indeed.
No. No.
I know that we'll probably never be partners again, but I still don't want her to be treated like this.
In Liang's memories, Noir was always smiling. Sometimes friendly, sometimes distant, with the mischievousness of a child, or the cunning and unyielding pride of a woman totally in control. But at this moment, when she turns her head, there is no smile. What burns quietly in her eyes is something akin to rage.
You said you were going to figure out the truth. Well, it seems you and I agree that things aren't as simple as they appear. The Arcanum Containment Department's security system should be almost unbreakable. So how is it that Miss Scott, a regular staff member with no special skills, managed to break through it? And why was she selected to go after Miss Latham? What was she about to say before that needle pierced her neck?
What did she see?
Ah-Seng's actions don't make sense either. After all these years, why has she decided to take revenge now? Is it because she found the film? There are simply far too many coincidences. If one of my writers wrote a script like this, they'd be fired on the spot.
You mean there's something else going on behind all this?
I agree with Noir here. Everything seems a bit off. Noir gives her a look of approval.
The scene has been staged. I can feel it. The lights, the cameras, the cast, they're all in position. And when the clapperboard claps, the movie will begin. And this time, I'm not sitting behind the camera, but in front of it. Miss Liang, I've been holding back. I apologize for that. I hadn't figured out which role you'd play in this movie.
If you're saying this to try to get me to talk about the behind the scenes of my life, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed.
No, of course not. You got me wrong.
She waves a hand dismissively, her expression light but her eyes still blazing.
I'm a director. I don't act in movies made by others. Ah-Seng, Miss Latham, Miss Scott. The camera's focused on them too. But none of us know where the story will go.
Something stirs in Liang's chest.
You mean Miss Qixing's being manipulated? I've considered that possibility, but who's the one behind the camera? What do they want?
All I know is that if Ah-Seng continues down this path, there will be no happy ending for her. I understand that she's trying to reach something she's always strived for, but whoever's orchestrating this won't let her get it. I've done that to her before, and it was a huge mistake. I won't let that happen again.
What are you going to do?
Noir smiles.
Since coming to Hollywood, there's one thing I found difficult to accept. The producers always stick to the script. They're obsessed with it. Changes are incredibly rare, but that's not how we do it in Hong Kong. The script's finished, and so what? Things will always come up during shooting. You have to be flexible if you want to make truly great art. If a moment of inspiration were to strike me and I weren't allowed to add it to the movie, then you may as well just kill me there.
Liang takes a moment to understand all this.
You want to change the script?
Precisely. But we have a small issue.
Noir gestures to her legs resting on the wheelchair.
As you can see, I'm not exactly ready to jump to my feet and into the action. I'm better at working behind the camera than I am in front of it. So, I need a protagonist. One who's as eager as I am to change the script and find that perfect ending. Are you interested?
Okay. I love this. She reaches a hand out to Liang,
It would be an honor.
and Liang takes it in her own. Hell yeah! Girls, let's go! Oh?
Attention please. Noir will be shooting a movie during the Shahua parade as planned. Let's go over the plan one more time. Group A will hide among the cast. Group B, cameramen. And Group C, you're in the crowd. Once Xixing appears, close in and arrest her as soon as possible. Got it. They're all set too. Good. Everyone, take your positions.
Let's go. Let's get into it. Here we go. And there she is.
All right, Noir. The time has come. This will be our final scene.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Huh? What's going on? That light's so bright.
Is she gonna project the film?
I'm feeling kinda dizzy.
Mummy, I'm scared.
That arcane fluctuation. It's from reunion of the Three Swallows. But how did she...
It's time. Okay. Humanoid projections. What? Let's look at our team real quick. We have no one to do that, so that's fine. We're gonna stay with our team. But instead, I'm going to get... I'm gonna put Shaman in... in assist. I'm gonna put Shaman in assist, but... Alright, let's fucking do this. Connecting. I hope I'm connected. It's really having trouble connecting. God. Okay, let's do this. What are those twisted shadows? Ah, they're swarming all over. Don't be afraid, child. Here, stand behind me. Stay calm, everyone. It's just a new parade performance. Okay. We go with the normal strategy, guys. We go with the normal strategy. It's only one wave.
Anyone feeling cold?
Then I found you.
One team. Nice tactic. That's right.
To be yours alone.
Huh, like a lighter. That hurts, huh?
There we go. I can feel it. The source of these malevolent spirits is nearby. Wait, is this Xixing?
The show is over, but the lone...
The lights on either side of the street blur, polluting the night sky, turning into a swirling mess. It's as if everything in sight has been tossed into a painter's palette and smeared and blended. All definition have been lost.
What's happening?
Is this part of the parade? How'd they do that?
Wait! What's this?
Stand back.
A young officer rushes forward, positioning herself between the unknown monster and the Chinatown residents.
Easy.
Thank you. They teach you that in Hong Kong?
That thing's nothing like the critter you are used to dealing with. What were you thinking rushing like that? You're totally out of your league.
I was about to attack. What else was I supposed to do?
He cares in his own ways. He swallows whatever snarky remark he had planned, instead looking around at the eerie figure shifting in the shadows.
They look like ghosts, but there's something different about them. So, little ghost hunter, can that machine of yours tell us what they are?
1 second, Uncle Zhao. Lily's working on it.
Under the bewildered gazes of the officers, the young ghost hunter's human-headed Lily lets out a chilling, eerie laugh. Alan's expression changes.
What? You mean that was a living man's soul?
Oh shit, these are actual people.
Just got confirmation that this thing's covering the whole of Chinatown. Comms are down, and we can't seem to leave either.
Arcane humanoids spotted in all directions. Don't seem to be critters of the beyond. Must be some kind of arcane creation. They're everywhere and immune to regular bullets. Arcane skills and specialized bullets break them apart for a while, but then their bodies just morph back together. No casualties so far, but people are panicking. What do we do, Chief?
Sorry, not my type.
The specialized bullets successfully repel the shadowy beings, but their supply is limited. Eldon has to fall back, yelling into his chameleon comm as he does so.
Everyone keep calm. Groups A and C, protecting the public is your top priority. These things seem to follow anything that moves. Lure them away. Miss Lee, Mr. Joe, gather as many civilians as you can and guide them to a safe place.
He expected the private investigator to fire back with his usual sarcasm, but to his surprise, her response is immediate and to the point.
No problem. They know us. I'm sure we'll be able to calm them down. I'll tell them they are special effects. They all know that a movie was being shot here. That should help. At least long enough to get them to safety. That means you guys are gonna have to figure this out yourselves. Show me what you've got. Arcane affairs.
I love if you guys focus on like the background and you look at the people, some of them look very, very odd. As you see, there's a guy on what side is this? Left side, with his head like opened up and he's got these things coming out of his head. And on the right side you got this guy with horns and this guy who has like a bloody sort of like face.
We won't let you down.
Details. He takes another deep breath, filling his body with renewed strength.
Group B, hold your positions. Target's probably trying to distract us with these monsters. What's your status? Report immediately.
This is Fortier. Same thing's happening at the rear of the parade. Noir is fine, though.
Keep it that way. The rest of you keep your eyes peeled. The target could appear at any time. Camerahead, any idea what's going on?
The Arcanum Containment Department employee is the person most likely to understand the current anonymity.
I think Chinatown's been sealed inside an arcane barrier created by the film. There's nothing in the records about this, but these arcane fluctuations are definitely from the film.
What about those ghost things? I don't remember the file saying it could spawn spirits out of thin air.
Well, I don't know. Reunion of the Three Swallows can play and record, that's for sure. But even if its power has been enhanced somehow, it probably wouldn't develop a completely unrelated ability.
You are right, because it's not unrelated.
Anan's voice crackles for the communicator. Even the usually carefree ghost hunter sounds a little tense.
Remember the film's victims? Part of them was taken away by its recall ability. What they lost was part of their spiritual energy and memories. They are Sawan Tapa, or Free Souls and Seven Spirits. These monsters are actually the Sawan Tapa of the victims.
They're the victim's spiritual energy? But how did the film do that?
Magic. The chilling appearance of the phantoms makes it difficult to connect them with what Anan has declared them to be.
I'm not sure, but Lily's never wrong. So, let's not try to eliminate these things, or The victims will never get their 三魂七魄back.
Anan's voice, transmitted through the DAA communicator, reaches Liang's ears.
Essentially, she's holding everyone in Chinatown hostage. We certainly weren't expecting that.
Oh shit. Liang looks at the figure standing just a few meters ahead. The frightened crowd clings to their family and friends, frantic and scared. And those who are alone gather with others near the dim glow of the shop fronts, in search of any semblance of warmth and reassurance. They have no way of knowing that the one responsible for all this is standing just a few steps away.
I didn't want it to come to this. This was between me and Noor, but you just couldn't leave it alone, could you? So here we are. Sounds like you already know what this film reel is capable of. Good. Saves me the trouble of explaining it. Now, bring me Noor.
No. To be continued. No, I don't want to. I'm not gonna give you shit. I ain't giving you Noor. I ain't giving you Noor. I ain't handing over Noor, bitch. It's now Sunday night. The schedule would have been released, although I hope it's been released. It's Sunday night. I came back from work. I had some food. And now we're gonna finish this showdown in Chinatown. We have 4 parts to go through. Most of them are long, but we're gonna do this. I'll probably be stuck here till like 2 a.m. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're finishing this. I'm determined to finish this. Let's get straight into it. Oh yeah, the sound. We're just gonna have chill Luna. We're just gonna have chill Luna doing this. Yeah. Part 19. False Dilemma. Hell yeah.
Target spotted. I repeat, target spotted.
Within moments of the plainclothes officer's words, the arriving police evacuate the crowd and seal off the streets. The officers from an impenetrable barrier trapping... What? The officers... I'm tired, guys. Okay, give me a moment. Give me a moment. The officers form an impenetrable barrier, trapping both the target and Liang inside. They stand in a face-off.
What's going on? Who are they?
Okay, we're putting the volume up a bit. I need to hear them. The bystanders erupt into fervent speculation. Deputy Chief Alden steps into the containment zone.
Impressive, Night Piercer. This is a whole new level, even for you. Tell me, what did you pull to take control of that film reel?
I didn't pull anything, officer. It chose to fulfill my wish. That's all.
Oh shit. What the fuck? Should I put epilepsy warning? I don't think it's too bad. Okay. Without warning, an excruciatingly sharp noise tears through her skull, sending waves of vertigo crashing over her. For several agonizing seconds, she can hear nothing but the distant groans of the officers and bystanders suffering alongside her. It's a fight just to stay upright. When the assault on her senses finally subsides, the first thing she registers is a voice coming from her communicator.
Something bad's happening.
Well, the urgency in the officer's voice sets Liang's nerves on edge, but then her tone shifts.
Wait. Maybe it's good.
What?
Those things. They stopped moving. They're not attacking anymore.
You kidding?
I don't think that's a good thing. Liang and Alden exchange a puzzled glance before scanning their surroundings. The shifting shadows have indeed stopped moving, and the reason is obvious. Their wary gazes turn to their target. She's standing calmly in the middle of the streets, unfazed by the array of loaded firearms aimed directly at her. Xing or will it be Noir?
I never wanted to get innocent people involved. As I said before, this is between me and Noir. Now, may I see my dear old friend? If you're worried about her safety, the little vigil can tag along.
Oh, okay, we're getting an impromptu little meeting, okay. Liang and Eldon exchange a look.
It's too dangerous. We've already put Noir at considerable risk, but pushing her right into the hands of a criminal, I don't think so.
I want to see this out. I want to see a meeting between these two. I really do.
We can't put a civilian in danger like that. Besides, why would Xing let you go with her? You're walking right into a trap.
I know it's a trap, but we only had like we've only had like small clips of interactions between Xing, and Noir. So I would like to see like a proper interaction between these two. I would love that.
Trap or not, I'm afraid we don't have much choice.
Her voice isn't loud, but in this high-tension standoff, its slow and measured cadence feels completely out of place. Poitier pushes Noir's wheelchair forward, placing her squarely in the spotlight.
Poitier, what are you doing? I told you to hold position.
Noir raises a hand, smiling as she cuts off Eldon's rising fury.
Please don't blame Officer Poitier, sir. I forced her to bring me here.
What? What the hell are you thinking?
It's time I put an end to all of this. No need to worry, officer. Our reliable vigil will keep me safe, isn't that right?
Yes, of course. I will ensure Miss Noah's safety, Chief. Leave it to me.
Eldon studies Liang's face for a moment, before shifting his gaze to Xing. Xing? At last, he relents.
Keep the target in check, Liang.
Keeping his eyes on the target, he leans in close to Liang's ear and issues a low warning.
James and the others are working on how to break this barrier we're in. Camerahead and that ghost hunter are helping them. Stay calm. We want to resolve this peacefully if possible. Haven't forgotten what you learned in negotiation class, have you?
Of course not, sir. I got straight A's.
Good girl. Poitier takes Liang's other side and rests a firm hand on her shoulder.
Guard up, rookie, and straighten your back. I get why you want to wear this outfit, but you can get things done with or without it. Isn't that right, partner?
Right, ma'am. I won't fail.
I believe in you, girlie. Before pulling away, Poitier gives Liang her usual rough pat on the back, but somehow it causes Liang's stiffness to melt away. Taking a steadying breath, she moves to Noir's side.
Let's go, Director. Time for the final scene.
Let's go. Oh my god, this is actually like a showdown. Let me look at this. Oh my god, look at this. It's actually like a little showdown. I love this. I love this. I love this. Accompanied by Liang, Noir wheels into the distorted world before them. It's as if a surreal nightmare is unfolding before their eyes.
Look around you, Noir. Look at what we've done.
But we've done what you've done, boy? Xing's gaze wanders over the bleeding lights and flickering shadows around her as she scrutinizes the cracks and distortions in this twisted realm unleashed by the cursed film reel. But her expression holds no trace of admiration.
This is what her film, the very last work of our dearest friend, looks like now. Tainted, twisted, and wicked. All this is proof of our guilt. The blood on our hands.
So, what are you going to do about it? Teresa's never coming back. She's dead.
Noir doesn't shy away from the word. Though a note of sorrow lingers in her tone, she says it with a certain cold detachment.
And you, playing hero, punishing those you deem evil. Does that make you feel better? You kill me and then what? Kill yourself? That's how you'll atone for your failures? Forgive my bluntness, but how laughably naive you are.
Noira's voice has an uncharacteristic sharpness to it, but Xijing shows no sign of wavering under her scrutiny. Her head moved. Instead, she smiles.
Atone for my failures? You're way off. You're right about one thing, though. She is gone. The person who cared for me more than anyone in the world. Dead.
What?
When she gave me a shoulder to lean on, I pushed her away. I left her to die alone and in pain. How could I ever atone for that? How could I ever expect her to forgive me? How selfish of me to even ask for that.
Okay. Liang's furrows her brow in suspicion.
Then why can't you let it go? CO7 is the hero who brings the happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. What you are doing now is anything but that.
The hero who brings a happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. That's what I said in the behind-the-scenes interview of CO7 too. I'm surprised you even remember that.
Of course she remembers that. She watched it. After a brief pause, she smiles again.
But there'll be no happy ending for me. You probably heard that. After she died, I starred in a few movies with other directors, but they all went south. Not because they weren't commercially successful or popular, but because I couldn't shake that feeling of disgust. I'd never felt that playing CO7. The cameras, the boom mics, the spotlights, the sight of them made me want to throw up, scream, do anything to run away from it all. Eventually, I retired from acting. But that sense of disgust never left me. It haunted me wherever I went, whatever I did. I kept asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why can't I just act? Why? Day and night, I wrestled with these questions. Until one day, I found the answer.
I know she's like giving like this long speech, but okay. Unusual speech to give, but okay. I'm listening. Her gaze burns with intensity, and yet it carries a bone-chilling coldness. It is fixed firmly upon Noir.
It all began with a dire mistake. One that needs to be corrected.
Okay. The battle music is starting. Okay. Bitch, I'm ready. Ooh. Silver needles streak through the air in a sudden downpour.
Miss Noah, get back!
Noir, get back. I'll protect you. My beautiful lady. Oh, a temporary balancing of encounters. This battle will enter balanced mode. Unbalanced characters will have their levels, psych cube, and character resonance raised to character level. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a full team up. Oh, this is a full team up. Okay, this is a full team up, bitch. We're in balance mode now. Defeat reunion of the three swallows. Clear the stage within 12 rounds. We're in balance mode. You can leave, May. I don't need you. I could have Liang. Who do I have?
Your every desire is my command.
I want Angel. Okay, I think I'm good. Ooh. I'm mentally preparing myself. This is the big battle, guys. This is the big battle. I'm mentally preparing myself. There's only one enemy, but I'm mentally. Oh, they're all at level 60. They're all level 60. You can see how badly I do this. Psych cubes. Alright, let's do this.
I wasn't wrong about you after all.
Oh, it's like a film. Oh my god, it's like an old-fashioned film. Okay. Oh shit.
All our countless choices have led up to this moment.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
But not all of those choices were made willingly. No. Some of us had no choice but to fight over scraps in the dark corners of society. This time, though, it is my choice, my own will. And I'm fortunate to have you playing opposite me. I can see it in your eyes. You're not playing the role of a hero or an officer. You're yourself, and nothing less.
What about you? Is playing the role of a murderous villain really what you want?
The answer to that is yours to find out, little Vigil.
Oh shit.
Which of these darlings shall we attempt to first?
I'm opening a new recording for this. Enemies periodically launch powerful attacks on targets holding focus. Okay, use still frame strategically to evade the attack. What's still frame? Cannot take damage. Okay. Ooh, who might have her bind to? Isolde. Now cast ultimate. Ooh, proxy. Ooh, I do like her ultimate. Yeah. All proxy gained was transferred to me. Instead, it gained a critical rate and mental defense. Yeah, okay. I don't want my big attackers to have that.
Perfectly understood. Nice tactic.
What should I sing?
Let's see.
Keep calm.
Hey, like the lighter.
Take my hand.
Feel my dark embrace.
The show must go on. The show must go on.
Oh, the attack isn't that big.
Don't leave your friends stranded. Their lives are in your hands.
I know. They're hardly taking any damage. The damage isn't that bad. I'm gonna regret saying that in a couple minutes. Okay. Oh, she's gonna do her ultimate. Right, what am I doing?
Perfectly understood.
So untamed. So free.
Okay. Yeah? Yeah. Let's not attack this round. Let's chill.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
Don't let go.
I'm just gonna up the debuff.
Dark embrace.
I just want a little debuff. Okay, good.
Perfectly that's right. Nice tactic. Please allow me. Anyone feeling cold?
That's 15.
That hurts, huh?
Oh, that did do pretty good. Oh, shit.
Hell's Gates.
Okay, we're in still frame.
Oh, another addition to my collection. Soon, you'll all be tucked away in my film.
Oh shit, that's... I lost my healer. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
What should I sing?
Perfectly understood. Come on, this is the one punch.
Keep calm. To be yours alone.
Her attacks aren't really damaging me, which is good. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? What? We're on round 2 again. I have all of my buffs. What? Okay, I'm confused. I'm back to round 2 again. What the fuck happened? I think I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna have to debuff and then do her ultimate.
Did anybody get hurt?
Then I found you.
Okay. We don't have Spathadia. We've lost Spathadia.
With a battle dog. He did this first. They got last.
There you go.
Dreams.
Okay. Okay. We got Spathadia back, that's good. I'm on counter as well, which is good.
What should I sing? Become a vessel on a stage.
I found you. Okay.
Like a lighter.
To be yours alone. Why'd you fall to every night? Why'd you fall to every night?
God, she's so lovely. I love her.
The show must go on.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh yeah, she lost her health. Oh, is she upgrading?
Get the camera rolling, Noir. At last I'll get the ending I've always wanted.
Looks like there's no stopping you. In that case, I'll make you stop.
Okay. Spathadia is still her target. I don't have a boost thing, so we can't use Spathadia's. I might as well use Spathadia
One team.
and use counter.
Your idea. Seeing stars. Take that, I think.
Then I found
Did anybody get hurt?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this,
What
this,
should I sing?
this,
Perfectly
and then we're going to do
understood.
Andronala again.
Anyone feeling cold?
Take my hand.
Please, allow me.
Okay, we've got Spathadia, that's fine. That's fine.
The story begins with a battle dog. He did this first. They got last.
Sweet dreams.
There you go.
Enough of this, Xixi. Stop this feudal resistance and face reality. No matter how hard you try, you can't change the past.
No, Little Vigil. This isn't my curtain call. Not yet.
Watch out, Liang.
Great job, everyone. Great job.
Say goodbye.
Great job, everyone. That was great. Great job. That was... Oh, God. That took almost 9 minutes.
They must be gaining power from this area we're in.
I hate you, Noir. You were born with a silver spoon and exceptional talent. You took everything for granted. You looked down on everyone else. I've always hated you.
Miss Noah, hold on!
That was close.
Okay, we're good.
Miss Jixi, is this really what you want to do? Are you really going to kill Miss Noah? You have to stop! This is completely meaningless.
Meaningless? No. This is exactly what needs to happen. Every story must have an ending after all. The past has held me prisoner for far too long. I need an ending, a conclusion.
Oh shit.
So I can finally leave it behind me. Only then can I reach my perfect grand finale.
Oh shit.
Qiangliang, impossible. You didn't chant the incantation.
This time, I won't hesitate. You are my inspiration, Miss Jixi. Like the countless kids who were once lost. I found myself in CO7, and that's exactly why I have to stop you. 强梁既出，王有不韦，斩杀兄舅，小节不详。
Yo, my dude. Damn. Chief continue. Damn. Oh god, okay. That was a long part. That was a long boss fight, to be honest. That was a long boss fight. Almost 9 minutes. Damn. What's this? New unconscious form from fragments within the film reel. A brand new consciousness. Writer Hyun Jun. An old house contested by sworn sisters is reduced to ruin in a fire covered in ash. The three lie amidst the rubble, drinking beer bought from a convenience store and gazing out at the sunrise. I must finish this film. The film must be finished. Only then can I be whole. Added scene. An old woman drops her cane, crying tears of joy. I'm cured. My family won't need to spend money anymore. Classic technique, blending social issues with sentimentality. Add scene. Man kneels, crying out, I'll kill that con artist. I'll avenge my mother. A perfect emotional outburst for the film's midpoint. Added scene. A woman paces in her room after watching the film's teaser. She mutters, this isn't your usual work. The real has absorbed your hatred. It reeks of malice. I'm not like the others. I believe sinners must be punished. This time, I'll ensure your film has a perfect ending. Purging sin with death. That's perfect. Just right for the finale. So this is the swallow. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Let's get straight into it. Part 20. Until the light fades. Oh shit. A brilliant flash splits the darkened sky in two, and a thunderous roar scatters the shadows. All fear and unease are forgotten in an instant. Every head turns to the place where the lightning struck to see a colossal beast standing in solemn majesty. The crowd falls silent, and a single young voice cries out. Let's see this. Look at her. She looks so mighty. So mighty with her little pet cat.
Mommy, look! It's Qiangliang!
Qiangliang. Oh, the child raises a lantern excitedly.
It's just like the painting on my lantern!
Ah, a paper-crafted beast bears little resemblance to the mighty guardian towering in the distance. Yet something in its stern, round eyes face carries something of its righteous spirit. As the crowd shifts their gaze between the small paper lanterns and the guardian, their voices finally return.
You're right! It's the legendary Sandao beast! Look! It has the tail of a snake and the head of a tiger! Just like the illustrations!
Has the legendary Qiangliang come to save us? Does that mean that girl is this Zhang Zhi?
What are you two yapping about? 显道 beast?
正直?
Those are just fairy tales. Didn't Mr. Zhou say this was all part of a film shoot?
Of course, the film shoot. Yeah, it's the film shoot, yeah.
That's right. I told you this was all for a movie. Why don't you guys believe me?
Oh, come on. You're always full of hot air. That said, there's no way this is real. It must just be some fancy special effects. So, I'll believe you this once.
Wait, so all those things were fake? Oh, I almost freaked out when those ghosts came out. Costumes and makeup are so real looking. Man, am I glad I came to Chinatown. This parade's been insane. I gotta take more photos.
The fear that once filled their hearts gradually fades. Those who understand the truth exchange knowing smiles.
Wow, that's Changliang, huh? Looks totally awesome. I heard that a descendant of the 12th Zhenzi joined the Fiju's bureau, but this is the first time I've ever seen Changliang in action.
Oh, looks like they got that actor lady under control. Now all we need to do is grab that cursed film reel and break the barrier. And the victims will be sane again. It'll be happily ever after for everyone.
Before she can finish speaking, her optimistic prediction is ruthlessly overturned.
What, boy? This again?
What's going on? Didn't they finish the job?
An anomaly even greater than the last crashes down upon them. Startled cries rise from the crowd.
Look! iPhone! Something's wrong with it!
Something is very wrong indeed. What was assumed to be a mere optical distortion is now starting to seep into tangible reality. It is undeniably interfering with the physical world.
Is that archway melting?
It kinda looks like a burning piece of film.
They look at each other, finding the same alarm in each other's faces.
Wait! The barrier was created by that spooky film reel, right? Then, this mean is...
It's falling apart. We need to get out of here.
Get everyone away from the edges of the barrier. The further they are from those twisting buildings, the better.
Understood. But what the hell is going on? I thought you had the target locked down.
We do, but clearly this isn't over yet. Miss Latham, anything you can do?
Yes, sir, but I'll need a few of your men. I can use the containment incantation they taught me at work, but I don't think it'll hold for long.
Just do your best. In the meantime, we'll eliminate the problem at the source.
Alden's furious gaze lands on Xi Jing.
All right, Xixing. Whatever you're doing with the reel, stop it now, or I'll make you stop it!
I'm not doing anything.
She stands, her hat a few feet away, her body slumped against the wall behind her as she barely manages to stay upright. She forces a crooked grin.
It's the film reel. It's reached its limit.
From her couch, she pulls out the object responsible for all this chaos. Had Liang not once held the film reel herself, she might not have recognized it at all.
The reunion of the three swallows. What's happening to it? Wait, there's something else here.
No doubt about it. Evil spirits. An insane number of them.
Anna shoves through the crowd, rushing at Xi Jing's side. With just one glance at the film reel, her face goes pale. Upon hearing Anan's words, Liang's face darkens.
So you think so too? We had a similar encounter at the city hall not
Oh,
long
I'm
ago.
definitely gonna need to put a warning on this video.
Mr. Wang must have lost some of his spiritual energy to the film reel, leaving his body open to wandering evil spirits. Since then, I've suspected that.
The uneasy speculation lodges in her throat, but Anand voices it for her.
Of course! I should have realized earlier!
The ghost hunter lets out a long, frustrated sigh, then furrows her brows in thought, her expression growing increasingly grim.
Obviously, evil spirits would be attracted to the film reel. It's like leaving a pot of honey in front of a wasp's nest. A living soul is a wandering spirit's favorite meal. So with the number of souls scattered in the film reel, it's like a total feast. All that evil spiritual energy must have the film reel bursting at the seams.
Anan scans her surroundings, alarm in her eyes. The collapse is approaching fast. It's as if reality itself is about to be swallowed whole. Yet neither Liang nor Anan can see a single wandering or evil spirit. A sudden realization strikes Liang. Her gaze snaps to Xixing. But upon seeing her, her eyes widen in shock.
Miss Xixing, your hand!
I must admit.
Deep, jagged cracks have spread across the entire film reel and climbed up Xixing's hand and arm like sinister vines.
The film reel isn't the only thing at its limit. I can't hold on much longer.
The vessel containing Jingliang's trapped around Liang's waist starts to shudder. To Xingliang, the malevolent energy emanating from Xixing must be eradicated. I'm so sorry,
What does that
Chinese speakers. A thought flashes through Liang's mind.
Could it be that the film reel has been out of control since the beginning?
That depends on how you define the beginning.
Even though Xixing's avoids answering, Liang knows she's right. Scattered pieces of the puzzle find their place, and finally the picture begins to form a whole.
Since the moment Miss Latham played the cursed film, people have started to suffer from mental disorders. But if you think about it, the sequence of events doesn't make sense. There were only 5 victims of the film incident in Hong Kong 8 years ago. But this time, the number of victims was growing rapidly. That was until you got involved, Miss Qixing. Ever since you took possession of the film reel, only a small number of specific people have been targeted. We thought you were exploiting the reel's power to carry out your vigilantism, but in truth, you were trying to control the reel by limiting its victims to those you deemed as villains.
Though disbelief still colors her voice, her words are not a question. Elgin and the others stare, caught between shock and suspicion, as they turn towards the woman they assumed was the true culprit.
Is that true?
You flatter me, little Vigil. I simply didn't want her legacy to become a tool of evil. That was never her intention.
So that's why you did all this? You wanted us all at the parade because you were losing control of the reel? But isn't your goal to kill Miss Noah? Was that also a setup? If the film reel wasn't part of your plan, then what was?
A conclusion she herself once stated resurfaces in her mind as she realizes she made a critical error.
Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended Detective 073. That's her motive. The ending consists of 2 major elements, the Shehe parade and the villain who should have been punished.
Oh, she wants to be that villain.
She now sees Noah as that villain.
No, she sees herself as that villain.
Noah isn't the villain.
I'm so sorry, I had to, No. I hate it when I get notifications in the middle of recording, I'm sorry.
It's a good ending for everyone. The big bad finally gets her comeuppance. And who better fits the role than me?
This is the grand finale you want to have? But why does it have to end like this?
Because this is the way it has to be. When a drop of ink falls onto paper, no matter how hard you wipe, it can never be spotless again. People say that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. What garbage. Some mistakes can never be forgiven.
What happened to He Rijun was an accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for her death. It wasn't your fault.
But it was my fault. It was my stubbornness, my selfishness, that pushed my dear friend, who really, truly cared for me, toward the cliff. How can someone like me carry the title of CO7? I don't deserve to stand in the spotlight ever again. Punishing those equally despicable pieces of scum made me feel better for a while, but it didn't last. That sickening feeling inside, that disgust in myself, it wouldn't stop. I looked everywhere for a way to heal it, but then I realized that the biggest piece of scum was me.
Jing looks up at the sky and lets out a long breath. For the first time, her expression softens, as if she has finally released a burden. Within her eyes, something new flickers. Hope.
The answer was so simple. I can hardly believe it took me so long to see it. And now, it's time to put an end to this nauseating nightmare.
Liang cannot understand it.
No, you're being too harsh on yourself. He Rijun doesn't blame you. I'm certain of it.
Quit it, Vigil. Look around you. Can you still claim that I'm not to blame?
Well, I can. And let me tell you, Teresa was much stronger than you say she was.
Liang turns to see Poitier helping Noir back into her wheelchair.
Yes, Teresa would cry often, but that made her no less determined of an artist. And before long she'd be at my door saying, I made some edits. Take a look. You know that's what she was like. Do you seriously think she gave up dreams, her life, just because of a few harsh words? No, I could never have a coward like that as a partner.
Noir's face is twisted in a fury Liang has never seen before. Sets a fire in the woman beneath her glare, making her frown in return.
Whatever you say. Director or not, you can't tell me what to do anymore. I will have this ending. Come on, officers. Finish the job. I'd do it myself if I had the strength.
Her voice is unwavering.
I've learned a lot these past years. If you want to save this city, you'll have to kill me. Those spirits will disappear, and everything will be back to normal. A perfect grand finale, isn't it? So what are you waiting for?
So it's come to this, has it?
Alden swears under his breath. As he reaches for the gun at his waist, Zhang watches on, seemingly pleased.
Wait, sir!
Lightning shoots through Liang's body. Her feet, once nailed to the ground, suddenly feel weightless. She steps forward.
There's no guarantee that things will play out like Miss Qixing said. Please, let me try something. After all, exorcism is my and Qiangliang's specialty.
Wait, what are you?
She summoned the beast, she might as well use him. Before either Alden or Zhizheng can react, the film reel is already in Liang's grasp. Here we go.
Liang!
You out of your mind or something?
Yes, there are a huge number of evil entities bound within it. And this is probably the most formidable opponent Qiangliang and I have ever faced.
Is the film real? Hell yeah.
But I must confront this challenge. Not to protect the honor of my family, or to mimic CO7 either.
This reminds me of a horror
because I want
game.
to. Because it's right.
This reminds me of a horror game. Oh my god, this just reminded me of a horror game. Oh my god. This random horror game I just thought of here. God dang it. I'm sorry.
Every story has an ending.
I'm tired and delirious.
And I must act to create the best one for everyone. Sorry. I don't have any flower words or clever arguments. But if you're willing to help me, please, Qiangliang, heed my call.
We're gonna get an animation. Oh, we're getting an animation. Oh, that's badass.
This isn't good. Is this the best I get?
Look at that pose. Look at that pose.
Qiangliang?
Oh no. Look at him. Oh no, buddy. Oh, we're getting music on the number. Okay, hello.
经有大贤方相使，受天子之托，向12摄提神请愿，得巫武之礼，降服恶兽，收为己用，更名为显道兽。然而，显道兽一时能庇护的范围终究有限，彼时人间仍有诸多邪祟诡异肆虐，非人力所能敌。但那时的百姓们却从未放弃过抵抗。 因为他们知道，只要心怀希望与斗志到最后一刻，显道兽必将现身，逐除恶鬼，还人间一片太平。
Qiangliang, no!
Oh shit. Buddy, no! Where else taking it? It's gonna implode with it. No! No! Look at my girl! Look at my girl! No! Oh, buddy! Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. Holy fuck. You continue. God dang. Holy shit. Bro really said, hey, I'm going out with this. If I can't defeat it, I'm going out with it. God. Also, the horror movie that I was thinking of, there's this horror movie that came out months ago, maybe a year ago. And it was a bit popular, but it wasn't because the only way to, like, upload it on YouTube was to censor a good part of the game. Well, not a good part, but specific scenes from the game. And it was like this, it was this horror movie. And set in this, like, little town with this theater. And it's like this Artie the clown. This fucking black and white clown. Yeah, it reminds me, I was reminded of that suddenly when they were talking about the film reel. Because that game's set in this town where they go to different places, and one of the main places is the movie theater. I rewatched gameplays of that horror game so much because I just like it. I wish there was more. I loved it. Anyways, let's finish this. Right, we have 2 more parts to do. I'm hoping both of these are going to go a bit more quicker. I don't think this one will. Last one more likely. Part 21, rescreen. Are we going to rewatch movies? That'd be great. The storm clouds gradually disperse, and sunlight streams into the ward. In the corner of the television broadcasts a news report.
Last night, the Chinatown Shuhu Parade drew hundreds, as tourists and locals gathered for the Eastern spectacle. These photos, shared by an enthusiastic tourist, show the enormous holographic images that were created on site using arcane skills to present a stunning performance of the Chinese folktale Zhang Liang's exorcism. The event has been deemed a well-organized success, with many promising to attend again next year. Locals have expressed their thanks. One spokesperson said, "It's been wonderful to share our culture with people from all around the world. Chinatown is always ready to welcome new friends from both near and far." In other news, the arcane vigilante Night Piercer, who has perpetrated dozens of attacks across the city, has been apprehended by the DAA. Night Piercer was revealed to be Qi Xing, a former Hong Kong movie star. Some members of the public have expressed continued support for the vigilante due to the questionable backgrounds of her victims. Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs gave his response.
Oh, here we go.
Vigilante justice is incredibly dangerous
They
to our
gave them a little
society.
stand.
No individual has the right to bypass the law and enact their judgment on others.
They gave him a little stand. Oh, that's cute.
Taking the law into your own hands will only lead to chaos, violence, and potential harm to innocent people. We urge the citizens of Los Angeles to place their trust in us as we continue to dedicate ourselves to maintaining a safer society for everyone. If you share our passion for justice, we encourage all citizens to direct their assistance and feedback to the Division of Arcane Affairs.
The LAPD has just announced a plan to
Oh,
add
shit.
a number of positions for Arcane Affairs officers in the coming year to address the DAA's staffing shortage.
I accidentally dropped my phone. Oh.
The St. Pavlov Foundation's Vigils Bureau training program is also set to begin in the coming months. To apply, please dial...
We didn't need to watch that. We already have our people here. Hearing this news, the woman hops up joyfully and turns to the man sitting up in bed.
They're hiring Arcane Affairs officers. Hasn't it always been your dream to don the uniform? Looks like they accept all the applicants too. Why don't you give it a shot?
Oh
when
yeah,
you are
shit.
better?
This woman and her son. Was it? Or was it wife and husband? I can't remember.
Knock it off. I've been a greengrosser for 20 years. There's no way I could be a cop.
Well, he's not really an enraged man anymore, is he? He waves off his wife. His wife and husband. I'm sorry, I can't remember these things. But as he does so, he turns to the man beside him with a nervous look on his face, expecting the idea to get shot down. But the reaction he gets is unexpected.
What are you staring at me for? If you want to do it, just do it. I'm sure the neighborhood will be glad to see you wearing the badge. Besides, I spent some time with the officers at the parade. I'm sure that you will be just as capable as them. You're gonna have to toughen up a little, though.
Yang, who has been watching the exchange, smiles.
Mr. Wan, you're strong, healthy, and have a natural talent for arcane skills. With a little training, I'm sure you'll become an outstanding officer. There's a lot that goes into being an officer, but I believe what matters most is the heart to pursue justice and the courage to protect others. The doctor said you can be discharged soon. You should seriously consider applying for the position.
Well, in that case, I'll think about it.
Thank you so much, young lady. I heard you were the one who got rid of the curse and saved everyone. You are our hero.
Yay! Oh, back to the scene. She claps Liang's hand tightly in a warm grip. This time her hand is steady. Liang returns the handshake.
You're too kind, madam. I was only doing my job, and I didn't do it alone. It was a combined effort.
Yeah, she fulfilled her promise.
Well, that's that. No more cursed film crazies. Almost all the victims have recovered.
I'm gonna put the volume up a bit.
Most of them have already been discharged, too. Just a few poor saps who got hit hard are still around. But they should be out of here before long. Same goes for the victims in the parade. They've all regained their
Here we go.
What's it called again?
Don't ask me, I'm also terrible. Anan gives a helpless sigh.
It's 三魂七魄啊 madam. Just call it spiritual energy or something like that.
I'll go with spiritual energy. I'm sorry, I don't know.
I heard that those crooks who were taught by a thing or two by Qixing has also recovered. Well, mentally lah. They are pretty physically messed up, so they will have to stay here for a while, I think.
So many victims and not a single death. That's a blessing.
That is a blessing, yeah.
Qixing pulled her punches, apparently. I guess deep down, she wasn't the deliverer of justice she claimed she was. Well, no use wondering about it. Years on this job will quickly show you that the madness in Arcanist blood always comes out in Arcanist criminals. Trying to understand them is a waste of time.
That may be the case, but I think that if we look at each other as individuals, we can come to understand one another eventually.
She takes out the brick-sized mobile phone she has carried with her since she was 6 years old. Oh yeah. But now its screen remains dark. No matter how much Liang tries to summon the spirit residing within, there is no response.
If we'll try our best.
Holding on to hope, Liang tries a few different button combinations on the phone. Usually the screen will light up, but this time there is nothing.
Still nothing from Xiang Liang?
No. Liang lowers her gaze and shakes her head.
Well, what did you expect? That huge spooky spookters was a nasty opponent on its own. Not to mention all the ghosts that were attracted by that film reel. It was creepy lah. All those ghosts in one place. It was more crowded than the Dai Pai Dong. I mean, the Chinatown food store on a Saturday night. What's worse, those specters drowned the Sanwan Capa of innocent people. If that hadn't happened, then Qiang Liang wouldn't have had to say...
Don't say the word. Anna cuts herself off. It would be too cruel to say these words in front of Liang.
Qiang Liang was lost because of my incompetence. I don't know how I'll be able to face my family now.
Oh, girly.
And there's something else that's bothering me.
No.
When Qiang Liang pulled in the evil spirits, I thought I was going to die with it. But it looked at me and pushed me aside. It bore everything, all alone. Why did it go to such lengths to help me? Because I'm its Junzi. The way it looked at me, I think it wanted to tell me something. But I didn't understand what.
You'll understand in time.
Qiang Liang had been by my side since I was 6. But I always saw it as a heavy burden or a double-edged sword. I never saw it as an independent individual or as a friend. I never tried to truly understand it. And now, I've probably lost the opportunity to ever understand it.
Yang sighs and falls silent. The other two exchange a glance and simultaneously pat her on the shoulders.
Come on, enough with the long face. Maybe Qiang Liang will respond to you one day lah. You never know. And I'm here if you ever need my professional ghost-busting service. Exclusive discount just for you,
Thank you, Anand.
Agreed. Isn't it a literal legendary beast that's existed for ages? No way it bit the dust just like that. I bet it's recharging in its lair or something. Then it'll come back when it's full of juice again.
I hope so.
She knows these are just comforting words, but their concern for her gives her the strength to move forward nonetheless.
Oh, Portier! There you are. And the ghost-busting girl and Liang! Great!
What? Familiar figure waves from the end of the hallway as she hurries over. Noticing Liang's slightly surprised expression, she slows her steps.
Oh, Sorry. I mean, Officer Liang. But if you don't mind...
Of course I don't. Just call me Liang.
Despite her swift response, Liang still feels a little surprised when she sees the officer extends her hand towards her.
Oh, where are my manners? Name's Jenny Carter. Just Jenny's fine. Unlike your instructor, I don't try to hide my appreciation of people. I gotta say, you've done an awesome job. Folks in the department have all been talking about it. We're proud of you. Please tell me there's some way to postpone the end of your field training.
This is the second hand Liang has shaken today.
Thank you. That's very kind. What brings you here?
Deputy Chief Eldon, of course. Who else? Foundation staff have arrived. They're gonna take over Qi Xing's interrogation and everything. They're gonna take the film reel back to their headquarters, too. But your request has been approved. We can watch Reunion of the Three Swallows before they take it away.
Noir can finally watch it. Division of Arcane Affairs.
For crying out loud, the DAA isn't a movie theater. Where'd all these people come
We
from?
want to watch it. Fuck off. Eldon scans the group before him.
My apologies, sir. I invited them. This may be the only chance for Teresa's last work to be shown to the public. I want as many people to see it as possible. Every filmmaker wants their work to be shown to the world. I appreciate your understanding.
Before Eldon can respond, Anand cuts in.
Come on, sir. It's no big deal. Everyone here knows what really happened. We just want to know what the theme's about.
Yeah, didn't you see something on TV about assistance and feedback? You'd be going back on your word if you ignored us now.
Isn't this film reel like not an actual movie? It's just a sort of like tester. It's like a sample reel. It's like a sample reel with like certain clips of scenes and everything. So it's not like a cohesive story, is it? I'm not sure. It's not like a proper movie.
Hey, don't you go talking circles around me again.
Even in this harmonious scene, the two men can't help but bicker. Poitier rolls her eyes. Luckily, the two are quickly interrupted by a woman in a Foundation uniform.
No need to worry, Deputy Chief Eldon.
Hello!
After thorough examination, we've determined that the film reel no longer possesses the ability to twist reality. It was our negligence that allowed the film to be taken in the first place. So, as Mr. Zhou said, the people deserve to know the truth. Besides, every viewer is required to sign this confidentiality agreement before entering the screening room. Alright everyone, please hurry. The movie starts in 15 minutes.
Let's go. Let's get some popcorn.
Oh, I'm pumped! No way I'm missing this! Give me a pen!
Anand heads over to the desk, and the DAA officers and Chinatown private detectives follow suit. Niang and Noir, on the other hand, hang back. They already signed the confidentiality agreement. After all, they are the ones who drafted it.
You have my thanks, Vigil. If it weren't for you, I doubt Ah Sing and I would have had this chance to watch our good friend's swan song. I also have to thank you for helping me stop Ah Sing and for helping me keep my promise.
Your promise?
Noir pats her hands on her thigh.
Yes, I swore on these two legs. In the past, all I cared about was making the best film. I saw everyone, even my actors and writers, as tools to reach that goal. But I was wrong. There's no such thing as a best film, only a better film. And to make a better film, I need a team around me.
No.
What matters most is the people who make the film, not the film itself.
She turns her head and looks towards the bolted door at the other end of the room.
But as long as we're living, there's still a future. Maybe I should hire a good lawyer for Ah Sing. They can probably secure a shorter sentence when she's free again, both physically and mentally. Perhaps we can make a movie together, just like old times.
Liang is momentarily stunned.
Are you sure? With all due respect, Miss Noah, that will probably be a very long time from now.
So, even if we're old ladies by then, as long as we can still move, I'm certain we can make movies. Speaking of which, you'd make an excellent addition to my crew, Miss Liang. Don't hesitate to contact me if you reconsider your career choice.
Of course.
You're very generous, Miss Noah. But I think I'll stick to being a fan for the time being. I look forward to seeing what you do next.
You won't be disappointed. By the way, have you seen Miss Latham lately? I tried to invite her, but she didn't pick up the phone. She must have left it in her room again.
Actually, I ran into her at the hospital earlier. Miss Scott just regained consciousness. She wanted to visit her.
Nora's smile fades slightly, and a contemplative expression comes over her.
Miss Scott, something tells me that there's still an unsolved mystery there.
There is.
You mean a truth hidden behind all these incidents?
Yes, like a chessboard, where the pawns placed on the front line. Somehow, we've managed to fight our way out, escaping our planned doom. But who is the player who placed us there? They are still a mystery, watching us from the shadows. I don't like this feeling.
Yeah, there's something still very, very shifty about the whole Scott situation. Like, if, Jiang? I can't say her name for the life of me. If she didn't want the film reel to be used for evil, she wouldn't have broken it out of the foundation, because it was secured in the foundation. So whoever sort of like, as she did, I'm not sure. Like, there's just something weird with the whole Scott situation. Because obviously, Scott was sort of like tricked, sort of. We never really found out what she was shown to, like, that influenced her to, like, take the film reel and try and sell it in Los Angeles.
I'll keep an eye on the matter. I already made a detailed report to my superiors. If there's anything else going on, I'm sure the vigils will put a stop to it.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
Nora's expression does not ease. It seems the title Vigil Borer doesn't bring her much confidence. Before Liang can inquire further, Poitier calls her.
Hey, you two! Get your asses in the screening room! We're all waiting for you!
On our way!
Hell yeah, let's go.
Nothing's more important than a movie that's about to start. Let's go, Vigil.
Hell yeah. They exchange a smile and enter the makeshift theater together. Oh my god, this is the ending. Oh, wait, this is cute. Oh my god, this is cute. Oh my god, it's a movie credits. Oh. Cameos. Oh my god, there's cameos. Annalee's cameo. Matilda's a cameo. Eugene is a cameo. Acknowledgement. Chinatown Community Center. Sponsor, Miss New Pavel's Kurtra Rehabilitation Center. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual events is entirely coincidental. The massive beast fights a fucking film reel in real life. Completely coincidental, of course. The end. That was the end. Oh my god. We did it. We did it. No, we didn't do it. There's still one more. Oh my god, there's still one more. This is Scott. Wait. No. An anonymous visitor. Okay, bitch. Bitch, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Just one more. Just one more. It may be the end of the main story, guys, but we still have some questions. Let's see if this answers it. This is with Miss Scott, I believe, by the looks of the figure. Part 22, Anonymous Visitor. Oh, we got like a weird thing. Oh, hello. Hospital.
Scott's ward. Scott's ward. Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, excuse me, Doctor. Could you tell me where Constance Scott's ward is? I'm kinda lost.
You're in the wrong area. You need to go straight forward this way, take a left at a corner, and a right at the next.
Forward, left, then right. Okay. I'll remember it now. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Loggerhead makes her way down the hallway, muttering the directions to herself as she goes. But then she stops and turns back in confusion.
That's odd. Why do I feel like I talked to that doctor a few days ago? Must just be my bad memory. The lady last time was more friendly.
She tilts her head before quickly deciding to let it go.
Wait, which way did she say again?
Oh, it was forward, left, right. Oh, am I wrong? Probably. My memory's shite.
Sorry, Doctor. It isn't time for the routine checkup yet.
You're right. But yesterday's medical report showed some concerning fluctuations in the patient's data.
I don't think this is the real doctor.
It's probably nothing serious, but we should conduct a clinical check on the patient, just in case.
Please wait a moment. Let me verify this with your superior.
Of course, officer. You can never be too cautious, especially when the patient's involved in a sensitive case.
Yeah, thanks for your...
Yeah, this isn't the doctor, what the fuck? The patient inside the ward hears the conversation outside the door come to an abrupt halt. She sits with her hands cupped to the railing, turning her head away from the window and towards the closed door before her.
What's wrong?
There is no response from the other side. Here's our mystery person, I guess. Several seconds later, the doorknob turns. Standing in the doorway is a doctor. She looks vaguely familiar.
Good afternoon, Miss Scott. How are you feeling today?
Before the door is closed again, Scott catches a glimpse of the Arcane Affairs officer staring straight ahead. He doesn't so much as glance in her direction. Something is wrong. Scott shoots up straight.
Who are you?
Someone brought you these flowers.
Flowers?
Only then does she notice that the doctor is holding a glass vase filled with pure white flowers, fresh and delicate.
No. Something's not right. I heard what you said to the officer. How are you supposed to do a medical check with a flower?
What the fuck?
Faith.
Scott vaguely hears her own voice being swallowed, but somehow she doesn't care. All her attention is locked on the vase. Not the flowers, but the vase itself. First glance, it looked like any other glass item, but now that it's under the sunlight, it's shimmering like crystal, refracting dreamlike colors around the ward.
Is this crystal?
A barrier blocking off her memory suddenly bursts.
It's you, madam. You said you wouldn't contact me unless something bad happened. Is there something wrong with the object you bought?
No, it is perfect. You have been of superb help.
What the fuck? The crystals are talking. What the fuck? What the fuck?
It was my honor to serve you, madam. And I must say, you have incredible foresight. The vigils caught me, but they couldn't get any useful information because I can't remember any.
But you still seem to be in a rather precarious situation.
Is that French?
Yes, but you needn't worry. I can handle this myself.
Sounds like a bit of a French accent.
That is good to hear.
Yeah. Has that sort of like zing to it. The other end of the communication incantation falls silent. If not for the light still refracting from the vase, she might have thought the other party already hung up.
By the way, I met Matilda not long ago.
This is a French.
She was worried about you. Have you not contacted her?
What the fuck?
That is not necessary.
What the fuck? What? Wait. We know Matilda's from like a big family.
Were she more perceptive, she would have already discovered me herself. She will find me when she's ready.
Am I gonna have like a massive Matilda lore drop at some point? Because damn, I'm ready for that. The voice on the other side shows little interest in the topic. Scott smirks to herself, but struggles to find another excuse to prolong the conversation. But her moment has already passed. The colors twist and her consciousness begins to spiral.
What was I doing again?
I am contacting you to express my gratitude. Merci beaucoup, Miss Scott. And please believe me, you are far more gifted than you think.
The woman's voice rings out from a particular distorted, colourful spot in the room. It is elegant, dignified, and strangely familiar.
Who are you?
The voice does not answer. However, those black dogs have a keener sense of smell than I thought. I am afraid our relationship has come to an end.
Oh.
Adieu, Miss Scott.
Huh? Wait.
A bullet shatters the vase, shattering the dream, crashing her back to reality. At some point, the door will silently open and a pair of black leather boots steps over the shards of the broken vase, comes to a stop at Scott's bedside.
Huh, they run fast, that's for sure. Looks like this fish is bigger than we thought.
Who are you?
Have you figured out what happened to the two officers?
The woman turns to her cadet. A man also dressed in the same black uniform, dragging the unconscious body of the doctor who visited earlier, besides that of the DAA officer who had been keeping guard outside.
They're under some kind of hypnosis. Caster is no amateur either. Arcane fluctuations are impossible to trace.
Who the hell is Black Ibis?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
She crouches down to pick up a shard of glass. As she examines it, her mouth curls into a smile.
Not bad. This is really bad. We already knew Scott was the culprit, but you just had to use her as bait to reel in the fish hiding in the darkness. Now all we have is Scott with no memories of what happened, and a stone-cold trail. Truly genius.
This is what they meant by the black dogs.
And I still don't get why you're keeping all this from Liang. She's your cadet, and right here in the city.
Oh, this
We
is the
should have had her
burrow.
join the investigation. I can't wait to see her face when she finds out what's been going on. And I'm not defending you this time either.
Faced with her cadet's accusations, the woman feigns innocence.
Defending me? There's nothing to defend. If we told her about our plan, she would have started acting differently and spooked our fish. Besides, the whole point of her field training program in the LAPD was to see if she could handle things on her own. And she's proven that she can. The Division of Arcane Affairs seems to adore her, so I'm sure the Deputy Chief will give her an excellent write-up. Everything's turned out great, hasn't it? See how considerate I am. How I always do things in my cadet's best interests. How could you make me out to be such a heartless, irresponsible monster?
She exaggerates the sorrowful expression, which only makes her cadet roll his eyes in exasperation.
Oh, don't give me that look. Anyway, I think I've got an idea as to what's going on.
Really?
The woman drops her act and smiles knowingly.
Our big fish got away, yes, but just confirming that a fish this big exists has already made this worth our time. Now, back to the stolen arcane items. There are 5 in total, including the cursed film reel and the wind-up toy that the timekeeper shattered. Tell me, Bob, does our fish need all 5 arcane items?
It's Alan, not Bob. How many times do I have to tell you? And to answer your question, no. I don't think so. The wind-up toy has already been destroyed, and the film reel's been recovered by a fellow cadet. These items did cause a few problems, but I don't see any common thread between the incidents they caused.
Correct, Brian. Those 2 items were probably just decoys to divert our attention.
Again, it's Alan.
Ignoring her cadet's correction, she goes on.
夫藏木于林，人皆视而不见. Of the 5 objects, they probably only need 1. Take a guess, Buck. Which one do they need?
I'm sorry, I'm yawning a bit. I'm sorry, guys. I am actually really tired. And it is over
Alan.
2 o'clock.
A-L-A-N. There isn't even a single B in it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The cadet sighs, half in reluctance and half in realization.
Well, out of the 3, which one is... Wait, could it be?
Bingo.
From the way her cadet's face darkens, she can tell he has found the answer.
Does that mean the legend's real? It can really be used in that ritual?
Wow, I love how vague this is.
It would seem so.
So, it's Manus Vindicte again.
Oh, it's always Manus Vindicte. It's always Manus Vindicte. He speaks the name, his expression thin,
They must
grim.
have planted a mole somewhere among the Foundation's elites. Someone with clearance to the Arcanum Containment Department.
It seems our fish doesn't wear the black robe.
The woman taps her chin. This response makes her cadet's eyes widen in disbelief.
So you're saying there's someone behind all this who wants to perform that ritual, and somehow has the means to steal from the Foundation? There's just no way.
The stolen items would probably go to the Manus eventually. But I have a hunch that our wily fish isn't totally on their side. Manus Vindicte obviously considered the succubus a valuable asset before she got away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if our fish was a die-hard loyalist, they would have delivered the wind-up toy to their master straightway, rather than letting it be passed around all over the place. While our fish is in collusion with Manus Vindicte, they are swimming in murky waters. They may be pursuing their own agenda.
She curls her lips into a smile and flicks a shard of glass from between her fingers.
Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, indeed.
Like I said earlier, not bad at all.
With that, the 2 figures in black vanish out the door. And that's the end. That's officially the end. Oh my god. We did it. We did it. Oh my god, we did it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh, and I still cannot afford it. How fucking dare you. There it is. Yay. Yay. I'm really tired. It's past 2 a.m. now. Thank you. I only have 66. That's sad. Who the fuck flushes the toilet at 2 a.m.? What the fuck? Dumbasses. Anyways. Gotcha. Let's see if we can get our darling girl. No. Hi, rabies. Oh. Hello. Is this our special girl?
A suitcase immune to the storm. It's...
Fuck off.
Yes, it's a wonderful...
I don't fucking care.
Welcome to sail with us!
That's not who I wanted. Kakania, why do this to me?
Excuse me, is this the...
Why? That's just cruel. That's mean. Okay, shut up. I'm giving myself 4 more tries, okay?
This place is quite
I don't care, Pioneer. Oh. Kanye put me in a bad mood before I go to bed. I'm not happy now. This is a fucking... yeah.
So this is the suitcase.
Look ahead.
Congratulations.
I'm not happy.
You are about to unveil the truth.
I'm not happy. I'm not.